like the early days would have been a very restricted lifestyle.
What, in the convent?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
And how'd you cope with that?
Well, I mean, my choice, I put up with it, where people just, you know, they just accepted it. You didn't have to make too many decisions. They made for you. And that was life. You know, that was,
and you didn't have a problem with that?
no.
You just accepted
Well, I
that?
think half was stupid, but I just went ahead with it. 1950, you cannot judge today's world with 50 years ago. You just can't. Some of the things I thought were quite mad in the early days, the way we lived, but that was it. That's what I chose, and that's what I put up with it.
And you never had the feeling that you're living out somebody else's expectation for your
None
life,
whatever.
your father?
No. But then I had to be trained to.
And what sort of training did you have?
Well, when we were at Manjimup, at my time, there's no such thing as a junior or leaving. So I didn't even do my junior. So after 10 years, I went in Sydney. I went to the study hall. I did my what they call intermediate, which is junior. Then I did my leaving. Then next year, I did my teacher training, and then you were just sent anywhere.
How old were you then?
I was 25 when I went in. My birthday was I was 24 when I got out of the army, and I was 25 when I went to the convent. Then you made vows for 1 year for 3 years, and then you had another years. Then you made what they call the life vows. Plenty of time in that time to discover you were suitable to go on, or whether you want to go on.
Did you enjoy teaching?
Yeah. Well, I've taught everything from when I was in Norcia. I taught 8 grades, from year 1 to first year.
In Norcia? When were you there?
I was there from 58, 59, 60, 61. There, Sister Elizabeth.
And that was a boarding school there, was it?
Very hard, and you realise now how terribly hard it was for the children. You know, when they were sent up there was nothing at Norcia, because you had to keep them busy and had to keep them studying, you know, with 100 children.
Where did you go to then?
I went to Merredin, and then I went to Killaboo in the same year. After that I went to Margaret River. I went to Southern Cross after Bustleton. Then I had a year at Kalgoorlie. Then I went to Norcia. From Norcia I went to Margaret River. I had juniors there, you know, year 5 up to junior. Had 3 children for the junior. A year at Moora, then next 6 years at South Perth, then 6 years at Merredin, 3 years back at South Perth, and I went down to Pinjarra.
Well, principal in South Perth, weren't you?
Yeah. But those days, there wasn't much in being a principal.
Oh, you'd still have to have leadership skills,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Well, that was just...
But was that the only place you were principal, or...?
No, I was principal. I was principal of practically all the schools I was at. Like, when you called principal, we were just the head nun, you know, you're the one that sent in the returns and things like that. But the sisters more or less looked after the children themselves.
But that'd still be a responsible job, though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like
I mean, I was teaching the head top grades, and none of the other sisters there, so you're the principal there. And at 60 I went and did the clinical pastoral education. I went to hospital chaplain for another 10 years.
Did you enjoy that work?
That would be probably the best years at the hospital.
Why is that?
I think it was because you were yourself then. You came across as the real you. At school, you were the principal and the teacher, and you were supposed to know all things and be this, that and the other thing. But at hospital you're meeting people who would have taken the starch out of you in 2 minutes flat if you tried to bluff them or anything. That's what it did, and I just enjoyed it very much. Well, you were dealing with real people. In school you dealt with the little Catholic children and the Catholic parents, apart from those other children who came in. That was kind of your whole outlook.
Yeah.
But in the hospital you met up and other people, that you know, you'd see other people, and that's when you had to be for real.